Welcome back, boys and girls, to another lesson with Ms. Brown. Today's reading comprehension strategy is going to be on main idea and supporting details. So grab your notebooks and let's get ready to take some notes. Help us with our understanding. All right, so as always, in your notebook, you're going to write today's date, whatever date it is for you, and our title is main idea. So remember, whatever note you see on my page is what you should be writing in your book. So just put me on pause if you need to, and then just write your notes. Okay, so first off, what is the main idea? When you're reading a paragraph or passage, the main idea is what the whole thing is about. Okay, so that's going to be our first set of notes. So main idea, what the passage is about. Okay, so how do you find the main idea? Well, you're going to have to locate the topic sentence. So the topic sentence is normally the very first sentence in a passage, and it tells you exactly what the main idea is mostly. All right, so you have to look for the topic sentence. It's normally the very first sentence in a passage, and the topic sentence tells the main idea. Once you figured out what the whole passage is about, the main idea, you next have to look for some supporting details. These are just examples that back up your main idea. All right, so your supporting details. These are examples that back up the main idea. Okay, so I'm going to highlight topic sentence in blue for today. You're going to be doing some highlighting later on. I'm going to highlight the supporting details in green. All right. All right, so now we're going to do some practicing. Okay. I'm going to stop sharing just to make sure. Sometimes when I switch screens, the computer misbehaves and you don't see what I see. So the first word we're going to practice with is the busy city. All right, so you're not going to write anything for the busy city, okay? So when you're trying to locate the main idea, there are 4 points, 4 things that you should remember, okay? 4 things that you should look at. You should look at the title, all right? So our title is called The Busy City. Okay, that already gives us a clue as to what the whole thing's going to be about. You should look at the pictures. You see those pictures? You should look at the first sentence because this is normally where the topic sentence is going to be. And you should look at the last sentence. So these are 4 things that will help you figure out the main idea. Okay, so I'm going to read The Busy City for you. And as I'm reading, I want you to think about what the whole thing is about. Okay, what's the main idea? The busy city. A city is a busy place. Streets are full of cars and buses. Many people hurry. Children go to parks to play. There is always something to do in a city. All right, so remember, the topic sentence is usually the first sentence. So what is our first sentence? I'm going to get my blue highlighter. Our first sentence is, a city is a busy place. Okay, so that's what the whole passage is going to be about, a city being busy. Now we're going to look for some examples that support this idea, this main idea. So what are some examples that they give us that let us know that the city is busy? We can actually look at the picture and see lots of things going on. I see a little girl walking with her mom. I see some cars, buses, people moving carpet, it looks like. Okay, a taxi, a lady with groceries. So there's a lot going on. That's what the word busy means. There's lots and lots of things going on. So here are some examples that the city is busy. Streets are full of cars and buses. Yeah. Many people are in a hurry. Yeah, when you're in a hurry, you're normally busy. Children go to parks to play. Okay, so there are lots of children bustling about. There's always something to do in a city. Okay, so I highlight the main idea. A city is a busy place, what the whole thing is about. And these are some examples. All right. Okay, so now you're going to do some practice with me. So we're going to read the story, What Do Police Officers Do Together? But you're going to be identifying the main idea and supporting details. So back to your notebook. Back to your notebook. And then I want you to write the title, What Do Police Officers Do? I'm just going to center mine and underline it. Okay. And then underneath your title, I want you to write main idea and then supporting details. You need to put me on pause to get this written down. You can put me on pause. Okay, so I'm going to read what do police officers do. So we're going to use those 4 key tips that I gave you. We're going to look at the title. We already see the title, what do police officers do? We're going to look at the pictures, and then we're going to look at the first sentence and the last sentence. That's going to give us a clue as to what our main idea should be. Okay. All right, here we go. So the title, what do police officers do? Okay, we see a picture of a policeman there. All right, so remember, I'm going to read the whole thing, but really pay attention to that first sentence and that last sentence. Police officers help people in many ways. They help people in cars on the road. They help people who are hurt. Children ride bikes. Children cross streets too. Police teach children how to be careful. Police officers care about people. They want to keep people safe. So what do you think this whole passage is about? All right, so I want you to write your main idea in your notebook. So I want you to write what you think the main idea is of this passage. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to highlight is the very first sentence. Police officers help people in many ways. I keep seeing that word help over and over. Help, help, help. Teach is kind of similar to help. So I think that the entire passage is all about police officers helping people. That's the main idea. Now we have to find some supporting details or examples that back up. So how do they help people? So I'm going to get my green highlighter. So in your notebook, I want you to write at least 2 ways from this passage that police officers help people. Okay, and then we're going to compare and see if what you put is similar to what I highlight. Okay, put me on pause and write your supporting details. All right, so what are some ways that police officers help people? Well, I'm looking at the second sentence. They help people in cars on the road. That's one way. They help people who are hurt. That's another way that police officers help people. Children ride bikes. Does that tell us how police officers help people? Nope. Children cross streets too. Does that tell us how police officers help people? Nope. Police teach children how to be careful. Yes, that's a way that they help people. Police officers care about people. They want to keep people safe. So if you got anything that I highlighted, just put a tick next to it. Okay. All right. And that is it. That's our lesson. So for practice, you always have your notes there. But for practice, I'm going to pop, whoops, wrong one. Hold on. I went to the wrong screen. This is, no, not that one. Where's the screen that I was on? Sorry about that. For the lower level students, I'm going to give you one of these passages, either earthworms and soil and going to the park. And just like what I did, you're going to read the passage. Okay, make sure you look at the title, the pictures to give you clues, definitely the first and last sentence. And after you finish reading, I want you to get your highlighting tools. I want you to highlight the topic sentence. That's going to be the main idea in blue and any details that support it in green. Okay, and then once you finish that, I want you to complete the activity, the interactivity. So I'm going to give you 6 sentences at the top. You have to decide which of these sentences is the main idea, and then which sentence supports that main idea, which provide examples. Okay, and then you can submit to me. All right, so that's our lesson, boys and girls. So some of you are going to have different stories based on your ability, what I think you can handle. But I hope that main idea supporting details is a little bit clearer because it's going to help you become a deeper reader. You're going to have a better understanding. All right, so until next time, bye.